Joys of getting to do this. So, this will be a tough one for me. This will be hard. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah, baby. It's hard. You can do it. I'm having a hard time with this one. Okay, deep breath. I'm going to kind of think this over strong.
I can tell a story.
Yeah, you can tell a story. You know, getting to coach Abigail has been an amazing journey for me. I think back about it. It's 5 years and 7 months. First lesson was August 26th, 2011. Wow. You don't get to coach many people that long. What are we going to do this? She's got my heart. So, long story short, here we are, and we're here to celebrate. I'm going to work really hard at celebrating her personal growth and her accomplishments are amazing. So I think about this whole process, and I talk about players all the time. What's the walk away? You know, when you finish lessons, sometimes I go, you know, what's the walk away? Or practice or tournament. What's the walk away? Well, what's he talking about? Literally, can you envision, can you dream what it's going to be like when you finish, when you walk away? And I think that's really powerful because that's a big part of my personality is dreaming about the walk away. And so when I look at that and I go, okay, what was the walk away for her from the beginning? I really didn't have it. And as I went through this process, I got this little 13-year-old girl to coach, and I got a very dynamic family to go with it. I mean, I'm amazed at the Chiu family. Here they are today, all of them. They're intelligent, they're powerful, they're passionate, they're opinionated, they're supportive, and you get to deal with all of that as the coach. And it's been an amazing journey. I've got to watch her go from being 13 years old, and I got this little girl, and then she moved into 15, and you see this evolution, and she's growing, and she's evolving, and man, she is emotional. She is power-packed in situations. I've been in hotel rooms with her, in cars with her, in tournament situations with her, in offices with her, and she has an amazing spirit about her and her energy. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about her story because even I wasn't totally clear on it until I got a little info from her mom. Born in '98. By the way, Lisa, when did we move here?
'98.
Interesting enough, the year I moved to Austin, she's born. So in that process, I'm thinking, wow, that's interesting. So 2 months old, she moves to Hong Kong, and she would return throughout that time because her grandparents are here, which are truly amazing. I'll talk about them shortly. So she's 2 months and she's gone to Hong Kong and she's living there, and she starts to come back to the U.S. and she visits on vacation days and she visits in the summer. And time she's 7 years old, she starts to show up at the ATA tennis courts. And her first lesson is Kevin Clark, I believe, here at the ATA courts. He's 7 years old. She goes on to take some lessons from Kendall Brooks and is coached by her. But by the time she's 9, she's already super qualified. And here she was moving from Hong Kong back and forth in that time period. And she goes on to super qualify, and then she gets on the national team in Hong Kong between 9 and 12. She becomes #1 in Hong Kong. She represents Hong Kong in Paris, France at the Lejeune Championships during the French Open. Yeah, come on. Come on. That's just her story. That's her story before even she stepped in this place. And so she's already #1 in Hong Kong. She loves tennis. She's coming back and forth. We're already getting to coach her. She's building relationships here. She's part of our story. At that point, though, she decides that she's going to move to the U.S. From Hong Kong at 12, closer to moving in on 13, and she's going to live with, can you imagine having a grandmother named Happy? Come on, Happy, stand up. Come on, Okay, I know this is going to be a little long, but you got to remember, this is 5 years, 7 months. The stories I have, the things I've experienced. You will find very few grandmothers that have the confidence that sits next to the coach of an elite player and actually give them instruction on coaching and what Abigail's doing. That is the rarity. And in fact, there would be times when she thought Abigail used too much slice, and she would tell me about it. Too many slices. but that's what the kids call him because they couldn't pronounce Alton. It was Atten. Grandfathers, unbelievable. They both come to the courts. They're supportive. They're there for matches I never would have dreamed of. So to have grandparents here, and she came here. She played at polo for a year. Had some challenges there. We got the opportunity to get her back to ATA full time. And then during that time, she's living with her grandmother full time as a 13-year-old. Okay, that's a big journey for a young person. So lots of things happening with the family. Just think about it. All three of these students moved to Austin to be a part of the ATA. Okay, that's pretty unique. Yeah. So here she is. She's moving into this new facility, and she's training, and she's improving, and she's getting better all the time, and things are happening. But you know, I get selected as a coach, and that's an amazing opportunity because number one, I'm so sensitive, and I'm patient, and I'm really good with girls, and I understand them completely. And along in that process, I got to learn a lot about it. She's taught me a whole lot. I have to look at it and say I never could have done that without Coach Jack. The number of times that she would basically tell me no and everything I might have said that day, or challenged me, or not really accepted some of the information totally, I would come into the office and I'd have to get to Coach Jack and vent with him and explain to him what went on. And he was incredibly supportive and patient with me. As I said, I'm really not sure I can do this.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. And he told me that many times, and I would bounce back, and I would bounce back. And so without Coach Jack as a mentor and as a sounding board, I could never accomplish that. Having Coach Dio in the gym as a mentor for her and to deliver positive thought and a safe place that she could come and train and be powerful, amazing. I can't thank Coach Dio enough. Coach Brandon Green, the travel coach, too old to travel that much. I did get to travel with Abigail a few times. We had a blast. We had some really cool tournaments. But Brandon supported that, and his understanding of how I was coaching her and my information to him, delivering to her, an amazing team. Coach Lucy, where are you? Yes, Coach Lucy on the same concept, traveling with Abigail. It's a community. To coach a child for 5 years and 7 months, that's not one person. You know, that's a CEO, and that's a great fitness coach, and that's associate coaches that travel with them, and that's the multiple other coaches that are willing to give that input and support, because you just wouldn't want only input from me all the time. That would be a hard thing. And I knew that. And I gave her the space a lot of time, that opportunity to interact with other people. So really thankful for those other coaches and the entire program for that. I'm going to give you a little list of some of the things she's done. Over that table, I put out 8 national championship balls. There's 8 of them. Someone hold one of those up for us. Just hold them up and show them what they look like. Okay, there's a box over there. That's a national championship ball. And that's what every junior player in the country that's ever been to a national goes and looks at and aspires to. I happen to bring those from my own home because my children were quite good. I didn't have any of those balls, but there was 8, and I wanted to show you the number of that because this young lady holds 8 by herself. Yeah. Our little, what do we call that? My little tennis trophy den, and started pulling balls off the wall and it took a lot of effort because she has so many. Not only that though, she's been in 25 national championship finals at different levels of nationals, whether it's a level 2 or 3, 25 national championship finals, 11 victories. Texas Excellence Tournaments. We're the best in Texas. She holds a national team championship. She's won multiple awards of MVP, Ambassador, and Leadership. She's ranked #1 in Hong Kong in girls 12s. She was #3 in girls 12s in the USA. She was #7 in girls 14s in the USA. She was #11 in girls 16s in the USA. She was #1 in girls 16 doubles in the USA, the whole country. She was number 14 in girls 18 singles, and she was #1 in girls 18 doubles in the USA. Woo! #1 in Texas in 12s, 14s, 16s, and #3 in 18. What a record. That record of a body of work is truly amazing. I saw a stat, and I'm pretty sure it's pretty accurate, but 1,062 tournament matches since 2006. Okay, that's amazing stuff. It's just fun to talk about. It's fun to be a part of. It's fun to coach a player like that. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it and how valuable that's been to me. I've gone through this process with the Chiu family, and it's amazing the attributes that each one of them had for Abigail. From big brother, from little brother, from dad who took so much ownership in so many of the processes. But I can tell you this, not once did he ever one time speak a single thought of tennis, forehands or backhands or patterns or anything. I was always amazed at that because he's a very strong, opinionated, smart man, and he would constantly have concepts about other issues. But man, when it came to tennis, he gave me great space, and I really thank you for that. Thank you. Unbelievable. She was like my personal assistant. Whenever I wasn't getting something done, I would get some text or information say, you need to do this, you need to do this. I'd be on it, or I'd try to get on it, and then I wouldn't get it done, and she would help me again, and she would get me work on my schedules for me with Abigail. She would work on dates and concepts. Amazing mom. She's on top of things. She's informative. And this shirt, yeah, come on. Care of me when it came to birthdays and Christmas and anything. She was always so thoughtful and so appreciative and so supportive. I just love her for that. She's very charming. Then I look at this whole thing and I go, okay, this is 5 years, 7 months. This is unheard of to be able to coach. I was talking to my lovely wife Lisa today, and I was trying to. She's so much smarter than me, and she remembers everything. And I was just trying to think in the last 40 years of all the coaching I've done, how many students I had that I actually coached in 5 years. Very, very, very few.
I was lucky.
He had to, it was blood. Yeah, no way. But it's very rare to get that opportunity, and I know I couldn't have done it. I'll reiterate it again, without the help of coaches like Lucy and Brandon and Coach Jack and Dio and the entire coaching staff who made that possible. So I feel so grateful for that, and I'm so appreciative. This is an amazing young woman. Dartmouth is going to be so lucky. I've studied up on Dartmouth. I like their coach, Bob Dallas. He's a little over 50, tons of experience. He is a father to these girls. Dartmouth College, 1769. Thousands of CEOs are from there. They've got an amazing number of really famous people. But more importantly, it's just a university that does so many special things. From the internships they do to the overseas studies, to the level of education. Dartmouth's amazing school. They're ranked number 20 in the nation right now in women's tennis. They play in the Ivy League. They're just so, I mean, you got to go online. I went online and took the virtual tour. No, virtual tour, go do it. Okay? Because you literally go there and you see some amazing athletic facilities, amazing buildings, and you go, okay, if I could do it again, I might be going to Dartmouth. Her dad was so much responsible for that because of his knowledge, his promotion of it, his out front work. That was really cool to have him out front working for her and Dartmouth. But you look at her record and you look at who she is and the opportunity that Dartmouth's going to have. They're going to get the #1 doubles special in the history of the last 15 years in this country in their program. And doubles is so important. Her singles will be amazingly improved as she gets into college too. I think she's going to equal those out. I think they'll be same. But I'm just so happy she's going to Dartmouth. By the way, do you know Dartmouth's only 125 miles from Canada? That's a long way up there. I'm going to miss you a lot.
You seen Hanover, man?
It is in Hanover, New Hampshire. So I looked through this whole journey, and I've got to read these attributes. Okay, let me check my time.
You're good. Good.
Okay, I'm good. All right, so these are some of the things you need to know about Abigail. Ready? She loves to laugh. She really enjoys a good laugh, and it could be on you. All right? She loves quality food. I'm telling you, this chick loves quality food. She knows what the quality food is. Her poor father's paid for so much of it, it's amazing. All right? She's very loyal and will be very vocal about her loyalties. She enjoys preparing food. Once she thinks she has a concept, she moves on like a rocket. She functions extremely well with thought and preparation and planning. She loves her family and enjoys being at home. Has very refined clothing preferences. Yes. She likes nice clothes. Has very defined dining opinions. Receives great joy from being in control of competitive games. Considers academic performance very important. Really enjoys her favorite candy or excellent desserts. Is very persistent, and she loves to win. That's my inside story on Abigail Chiu, and I love her very much.